Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be creating an academic spread in my big teacher happy planner for the week of October 25th through 31st. So this is a Halloween spread, even though it doesn't say 31st over here, just because the teacher planner runs Monday through Friday, but I use it Monday through Sunday and I white out the dates anyway. So this will be a Halloween spread, and I'm going to be doing Halloween spreads all week on my channel. I've done a few already, but this is going to be like all week Halloween. So I have some stickers in mind, and I'm very excited about this because it's a combination I've been hoarding. I have this Love Posh Hello Fall sticker book, and I'll be honest with you, I bought it for one particular set of stickers, and they're these ones, like the ginger jar, blue willow kind of pumpkins with the flowers. I think they're gorgeous. There's also some really cute other stuff in here. I just haven't had a chance to like use any of it. I don't know why. It's really cute. But yeah, so this is going to be like the theme for this week. And then to add the more functional stuff, because this is a really decorative book, it's just like florals and pumpkins, I have the neutral watercolors book because the blue gray tones in here matched up pretty well. And then for like colorful boxes, I had a hard time like matching, so I used a mild liner to just make them a little bit more gray. So I have a few sheets of colorful boxes that I hope will work. That's a lot of intro. I'm gonna jump into actually stickering now. So the very first thing I want to do is white out all these dates over here, and then I'll later replace them with my classes, like the code, the number of my classes. So each row will correspond to like a different class that I'm either taking or teaching. So got these ones, and then I'm gonna fill them or cover them up with this size colorful box this week, and I'm only gonna do 4 of them. I have decided that the last row is kind of like a miscellaneous row where it can be decorative, it can be like thesis work, because that's not like an every week thing, because drafts come and go. Could be meetings or like events happening on campus, but it's not a class. And I think that worked best for me because I had the first one divided into like 2 rows for the longest time, and I wasn't using all that space, and it just looked so blank compared to the rest of the page, where I'm like, okay, it makes more sense just to combine them. So I'm gonna use 4 of these boxes. Speaking of thesis drafts, I just turned in a pretty major one and I'm exhausted. I mean, I've been like mental health drained for like over a week now. If you've seen like my Instagram posts, I'm not gonna like try to hide that. I've just been having like a lot of like exhaustion related to mental health. And it's definitely the reason that I haven't been able to post YouTube videos as much as I'd like. But we're back, we're pushing through. So yeah, got that draft in, and that's what really matters here. I'm gonna put some flowers over here, and you get 2 sheets of each design, I think, for the most part. So 2 sheets of these. They're the exact same. I think there's only like 2 sets of stickers in here that are like different 2 sheets, but I'm not working with those, so that doesn't matter. So going ahead and cutting this when I unstick it from my table. These are really pretty flowers. And I think the pumpkins are just gonna look so good, like layered on top of them. There's such a nice variation of like stickers in this book. It's all the fall you could ever need. So I'm gonna put this one here. Yeah, it's gonna cover up October, but I don't even like how October is green, so I don't care that much, obviously. And then because this is like more decorative down at the bottom, I'm thinking my big pumpkin interest cluster will go down there. Yes, I have 2 sheets of these, but I don't want to use the same set of pumpkins twice because it's just so like noticeably this set of pumpkins. Like something like the single pumpkin, okay, I could get away with using that twice, but like that's pretty big. In the neutral watercolors, there's this quote that says, "Let your ideas bloom," and the blue tone matches up pretty nicely. I just want to find a spot for it. I'm thinking like up here in this corner because that's not going to get as used. Taking my jelly roll pen and just getting rid of these black lines that divide the boxes because the quote's going to go up here. I just don't want like a random line hanging out through the middle of it. I don't really care about like the light green lines because those are just so faint. But I'm gonna take this big quote. Oh, it's even bigger than I thought it was gonna be. To go like right over here. And it's gonna get paired with a pumpkin. I don't mind if like the watercolor portion gets covered up or goes over those black lines a little bit. I really just didn't want the text to have a line through it. So we got that. And now let's see. I feel like this might be the right height. I want one like right there. So let's see. Oh yeah, that is the right height. Okay, so that one's gonna go there. And then I want a little bit more floral along the top. I'm taking this larger cluster and just kind of like going along the same shape that the quote watercolor is. And I'm gonna trim this one. So far, so good. I don't know what's gonna happen with this cluster of flowers, so I'm just gonna stick this one back in the book for the time being, and then I can put it in the spread later on. I do wanna make sure I'm getting as many of these pumpkins in as possible because I'm gonna have to wait till next year to use them again, if I have any left. So make them work now. I'd like to mark my meeting that I have each week for lesson planning. So I'm using this box. I could have used another one of the shaded colorful boxes to make it a little more cohesive, but I like the watercolor. So I'm gonna use this one, but I'm gonna use it sideways. And I think if I do it this way, I'll have space to layer like a pumpkin onto that like more decorative edge of it. Like the smaller pumpkin. I don't know, it doesn't make sense for me to have it vertically in this planner because then it runs into the next class, but I think it looks fine horizontally. Let's hope my hunch was right. I have a pumpkin right here that we can try. Oh yeah, okay, that works. So pumpkin right there, layered over that. I do want some kind of like title on it. I'm pretty unfamiliar with this book. I've really only used it, I think, in my daily planner so far. So I don't know exactly what's in here. But I think there's like, okay, to do today's list, tomorrow, well, it's certainly not tomorrow, and it's not a list. So to do is probably the most appropriate header for this. I'm not running the meeting this week, but I feel like to do is fine. So doing that, and the gray tone matches nicely with the gray tones and the flowers, so that makes me happy. And I think it's a nice looking cluster. There's always a reflection paper due in the bottom class. So I'm taking this box that says remember, and these are like monthly size boxes. So in a regular teacher planner, they would work. This is the big size teacher planner. So a little bit of wiggle room, but I think it looks nice to have space around all the forms. I don't like them kind of like stacked like right next to each other. This feels a little bit bare to me. So I'm gonna put this right here and just think about those stickers. But I feel like a full-size box would also do the trick. Okay, these are copper foiled. Let's see. Oh, this one's cute. Okay, you are entirely up to you. I like this. I think it's cute for this planner. I do like to pick my quotes based on which planner I'm using. I do like them to have some kind of relevance to the subject at hand. I don't know if that's just like a me thing, but okay, how do I want to do this? I'm going to place it here and then layer the remember sticker on top of it if I can get it up off the page. Just because it's hard, like either it aligns with the inner box or it aligns with the edge, and then I don't know, I think it just looks better layered that way. Okay, and then we can stick a pumpkin in there because all good clusters have pumpkins, and there's still one design left that I haven't used. Oh, well, I guess it wants to go there. And that's not a bad choice. Good job, sticker. Nice decision. I'd like a little bit of a floral accent in this cluster, so I'm gonna take one of these tiny little pieces of flower and just pre-cut it. I only want a little sliver of it. So like the greenery portion, and then I'm just gonna stick that right up here. Yeah, that looks good to me. And now I have this one that I can play around with somewhere else, but it's just gonna go back in the book for the time being. Now for the boring part where I just mark all of my different readings. I'm going to use these page flags, and I'm going to use the colors that are present in this palette. So like the blues and the grays and maybe this like taupe color. I'm not going to get into like the pink tones, obviously, but I'm going to go ahead and place those, and then I'll be back in a second. And I think after that, I want to find like some silver star stickers to like layer over this. I feel like that makes it a little more Halloween-y, like a little mystical pumpkin kind of thing. I don't know. Okay. Gonna get this done and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so all the page flags are in place. I like the color palette. It really brings in all of the blue tones and it makes it look like those aren't so out of place, which I like. It's gonna be a busy week to say the least. Lots of different readings to do, but let's add in some stars to distract from all the work that needs to get done. I didn't find any silver stars and I'm sure I have them. I just don't want to spend too much time looking. So I have the like pastel free spirit book, and this is like a copper foiled star. I think this will be permissible. So I'm just gonna layer these like everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. I just want like lots of stars. I think it's fun in contrast with the pumpkins, and I haven't introduced any foil yet, so I gotta get to it. Put a little over here in the sidebar. I'm sorry if you hear stomping. Neighbor child is at it again. Having a tantrum today. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put the other one on top of those flowers. I like the way that they look layered on top of the various like elements. So like the pumpkins and the flowers and even possibly this quote over here. So we'll do this one like that. I do wish that these were like larger like stickers. Not necessarily that the stars were larger, but that there was just like more surface area to them, because they're actually like all very like small individual stickers. There's a lot of them, but I would have preferred like a larger expanse of stars that I could like really layer over an area. And sure, they're clear stickers, so I can do that myself and like pretend that the borders between them don't exist. But that's a lot of work. And I'm gonna eventually have to smooth all of these out because they're clear stickers, so they kind of like show all the little air bubbles underneath them. And for something like this where I want it to be like a faint little accent, I don't want those air bubbles showing. So I kind of trimmed that one up. I'm just kind of finishing up this corner with them, trying to get that larger expanse that I wanted. But I think this is a nice cluster overall. I do wonder if there's a few like larger copper foiled stars somewhere in this book that I could then like go back with to like do even more layering, if that makes sense. I don't even want to think about how many different stickers I've used in this spread. Like I was planning in my daily the other day and I was like, I'm just gonna count like how many stickers am I putting on each page. And it ended up being like 20 something like for a single page in my daily planner. So like this is a larger planner. I don't know. And granted, the page flags would have counted if I'm like counting towards how many stickers I used. So a lot of stickers. I didn't find any larger copper foiled stars. I did find this quote that says just breathe. It had some florals on it from the Free Spirit book, but I didn't like the colors. So I just cut the quote out and I'm gonna layer that onto this pumpkin. I think this will kind of just bring that copper foil elsewhere in the spread and make it look really nice. Oh, that looks good. That's a good cluster. Okay. I'm feeling good about this so far. I don't know what else it would need. Huh. Maybe like one final to-do box over here in like the miscellaneous category to kind of balance out that up there. Okay, found one that matches. That one's just gonna go down here. This is totally tangential, but I am hosting a rep search for my Etsy shop. I posted the link to my YouTube community tab. There's more information on my Instagram. But if you're interested in applying to be a rep for my sticker shop, this is the first time I've done it. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how I'm going to pick people because I've gotten so many great applications, but please, 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 like, apply. There are a few, like, guidelines, but those are pretty loose. But yeah, I hope you take the opportunity to apply, and I would love to, like, engage with some creative people in the community and share my stickers. So There are openings for both digital and physical stickers, and the digital position is open internationally, whereas physical stickers are US only, unfortunately, just because of shipping. But I did want to be able to get some international planner friends involved in the rep team, so digital stickers are open for that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this back on the discs. If you have any questions about the rep search, you can always ask me in the comments or DM me on Instagram. Be happy to respond. Now, it comes as no surprise, it's not flowery enough yet. So I'm going to stick one last clump of flowers over here. Just trim that edge up, and then I think I will be content with this spread. I am very happy with it. I like the aesthetic of it. I think it's so cute. Like, it's not like an orange and black Halloween spread, but it's pumpkins, and I think it's cute. The other spreads I'm going to be doing this week are a little bit more like spooky, scary Halloween. Or there's a pink Halloween spread coming as well. So a variety of Halloween spreads for you. And there you have it, my blue and white pumpkin academic spread, Halloween spread, I guess. Pleased with the way this one turned out. I got to use a lot of stickers, which always makes me happy, working through that stash. And I've been hoarding those Live Love Posh ones. So happy that I got to use those before like October was up. Hopefully I'll get some more pumpkins into my planner in November, just because I have that entire book of them. But these are the ones that I really wanted to use. And I'm like excited to plan in this, even though it looks like such a busy week with all the little page flags. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me on Instagram at CaitlinPlans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!